2025 is packed with must-watch anime, sequels, new adaptations, and surprises you won't want to miss. Let's dive straight into the biggest titles this year has to offer. Number 10, The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. Naofumi Iwatani's journey as the Shield Hero continues, but the piece he fought so hard to secure is fleeting. New waves of calamity are on the horizon, and darker enemies rise to challenge him. Foes who know the true secrets of the legendary weapons. In this season, Naofumi and his companions confront not just monsters, but betrayal from within kingdoms and the shadow of the Three Heroes Church, whose vengeance threatens to engulf the land. As the shield evolves into new and more dangerous forms, Naofumi must wrestle with the price of power and the weight of protecting those who depend on him. Surrounded by allies who believe in him and enemies who seek his downfall, he prepares for the battles that will decide the fate of the world itself. Number 9, Suicide Squad Isekai. When Amanda Waller's infamous task force, Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Peacemaker, King Shark, Clayface, and more, are mysteriously transported to a savage fantasy world, the chaos only multiplies. Bound by explosive collars and forced into yet another impossible mission, the squad must fight through kingdoms torn by war, armies of orcs, rampaging monsters, and sorcery unlike anything they've faced before. But in true Suicide Squad fashion, danger doesn't only come from the outside. Their own betrayals, schemes, and madness could kill them faster than dragons ever could. In a land where magic trumps everything, these outlaws might just be the wild card that flips the balance of power, or doom both worlds in the process. Number 8, Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. Makoto Masumi thought he would live out a grand destiny as a summoned hero, but the goddess who called him deemed him too ugly and cast him aside. Banished to the world's edge with only the ability to communicate with non-humans, Makoto is left for dead. But where the goddess sees trash, others see strength. A mighty dragon and a terrifying spider demon swear loyalty to him. And from there, Makoto builds a society of demi-humans, monsters, and outcasts. A place where those rejected by the world can thrive. As his powers grow beyond human comprehension, his community becomes a rival force to the nations ruled by the goddesses chosen. With every step, Makoto's path takes him further from the destiny she planned and closer to creating a new future, one where even gods must reckon with him. Number 7, Rise of the New World. In a land where empires collapse and revolutions ignite, a young man awakens with knowledge and powers foreign to the age. Thrust into a world on the brink of transformation, he finds himself caught between rulers desperate to preserve the old order and visionaries determined to build something new. Allies emerge from unlikely places, warriors, rebels, and scholars, while enemies close in from every corner, fearing what his presence represents. As kingdoms crumble and civilizations clash, he learns that shaping the future requires more than strength. It demands sacrifice, wisdom, and the courage to rise from the ashes of the past. In the dawn of a new world, his choices will decide whether it is born in hope or in blood. Number 6, Apocalypse Bringer Minogra. Takuoto Ira was a sickly boy whose life ended too soon, only for him to awaken as the god of the most feared civilization in his favorite strategy game. Minogra, reviled by all, plagued by curses and decay, this dark nation is destined for destruction. But with his beloved companion, the sludge witch Adu, Takuto dares to defy fate. Starting from a ruined settlement in the wilderness, he gathers outcasts, monsters, and unwanted races. Under his banner, where others see hopelessness, Takuto sees strategy. Where others see ruin, he sees rebirth. Slowly, the evil Minogra begins to rise, not through brute force alone but through cunning alliances, manipulation, and a will stronger than any legend. As rivals move to crush them, Takuto must decide whether to embrace the role of a destroyer, or lead his cursed nation toward an unexpected kind of salvation. Number 5, Isekai Shikaku. Death was supposed to be the end, but for one man, it is only the beginning. He awakens in another world, not as a hero or savior, but as someone tied to death itself. His new existence is marred by decay, a body that feels more corpse than man, and strange powers that blur the line between life and death. Hated by the living, hunted by monsters, and feared by those who sense his nature, he must carve out a place in a hostile world that sees him as an abomination. Haunted by fragments of his past life and tormented by the question of why he was chosen for this fate, he struggles forward, seeking not glory, but answers. Yet with every step, the truth of his second life draws closer, and it may be darker than anything he imagined. Number 4, Zenshu. An ordinary animator's life is cut short by sudden food poisoning, only for her to awaken inside the world of her favorite childhood anime. A tale of perishing, but this dream quickly becomes a nightmare. Armed with a mysterious pegboard only she can hear and a magical desk that can bring her sketches to life, she gains the ability to summon allies and weapons from her imagination. Yet her creations are fleeting, vanishing after only a short time, and the toll on her body leaves her bedridden for days afterward. Humanity in this world is besieged by voids, shadowy creatures born of nothingness, and her fragile gift may be the only way to fight them back. As she learns the tragic story of the anime she loved, she realizes she may be doomed to live out its despair, unless she can redraw fate itself and give the tale a new ending. Number 3 Magic Maker. In a world where magic isn't inherited but invented, Ars discovers he has a gift unlike any other, the power to design spells from nothing. Every fireball, barrier, or healing charm must be crafted by trial and error, and Ars's reckless experiments often end in disaster. Yet with each failure, he grows closer to creating something extraordinary. His journey leads him to ancient ruins filled with forgotten theories, rival magicians eager to steal his breakthroughs, and kingdoms desperate to weaponize his inventions. What begins as one boy's obsession with magical tinkering becomes a struggle for control over the very foundation of sorcery. As Ars pushes the limits of what's possible, he learns that creation can be as dangerous as destruction, and that true magic may be born from imagination, but tested in battle. Number 2 Togen Anki. Shiki Ichino's peaceful life ends the day assassins come for him, and his father reveals the truth. Shiki is not human but an Oni, descended from a bloodline at war with mankind for centuries. His father, once an Oni hunter, dies protecting him, leaving Shiki alone and reeling with grief. Now marked by clans and organizations who see him as either a threat or a weapon, Shiki is thrown into a conflict he barely understands. Within him lie powers that can rival gods, but to use them means embracing the bloodlust of the Oni. As he navigates betrayal, hidden factions, and the truth about his own origins, Shiki must decide what kind of Oni he will become. A monster who destroys, or a warrior who protects. The choice will shape not only his fate, but the balance between humans and Oni forever. Number 1 I was reincarnated as the 7th Prince. In his first life, Lloyd was a commoner obsessed with magic but cursed with no talent to wield it. His dream of mastering sorcery died with him, until he was reborn as Lloyd Saloon, the 7th Prince of a powerful kingdom, blessed with noble blood, infinite resources, and an overwhelming talent for spellcraft. Lloyd's childhood is free of duties or expectations, with no throne to inherit and no obligations to weigh him down. He throws himself into the pursuit of magic with boundless enthusiasm, from experimenting with ancient grimoires to crafting spells thought impossible, from taming dragons to reinventing battle magic. Lloyd treats sorcery as his playground, but his innocent passion soon draws the attention of those who fear his potential, rivals who covet his genius and enemies who see him as a threat to the balance of power. Still, Lloyd cares for little else but learning, and in his quest for knowledge, he may become the most powerful mage the kingdom has ever known. What began as a boy's second chance at a forgotten dream is about to shake the very foundations of his world. That's our list of anime you can't miss in 2025. Which one are you most excited for? Let us know, and don't miss out.